Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome back. It's been a great day so far. Haven't really gotten a whole lot accomplished, but it's been a good day so far. Actually had a really good night's sleep. I was surprised. I got to bed kind of late, you know, as you do. I got one of the videos done for DroidCon, so I think it actually turned out kind of good. I was surprised. Not to toot my own horn, pat myself on the back. No, I filmed a lot of stuff. I put some music to it, and it only turned out to be like a 3.5 minute video, but it was fun, and I loved making that video. Now, as a bit of a surprise, when yesterday's video I talked about the OnePlus 2 invite and how I had the one little card. Overnight, apparently, my 3 shareable invites for the OnePlus 2 came in as well. So instead of 1, I had 4. Now, I've already sent out 3 of those 4 to Nishal, Rutger, and Carlos. So thanks you guys for watching. You were very early commenting on the vlogs. Definitely lets me know that you guys are subscribed to the channel, you're paying attention, you're out there, because I hadn't shared it anywhere. I didn't even put a post out on Google+, I didn't put anything on Twitter. I saw TK jumped on it immediately and shared it on Twitter. Thanks, TK. And so it might have been as a result of that, but I checked those guys' channels out, and pretty much all of them were just watching my videos, they were commenting on them, they were sharing them, they were liking them, awesome stuff. And I do still have 1 invite left. I still have the one on the card to give away. So I'm gonna kind of let it stew. I know there's been a couple other people that have asked, but I'm gonna let that last one just kind of sit there for a little while. I'm gonna let it sit throughout the day, and I'll make a decision about it. You know, the first few, it was like, you know, you guys are hardcore about this. Definitely wanna make sure you get in on these, but I don't know. The last one, I'm gonna be on the lookout for the people that have really been following the vlogging channel for a while, the people that have been, like I said, commenting and sharing and liking for a while. Like I said, with one of the previous giveaways, I want to make sure that it's the people that are really thoroughly supporting the channel that do get a little something extra out of this. It just makes there be a little extra reason to stick around, because I know these vlogs can get a little long-winded. You know me. And I can't believe it. I actually started in the morning. I was walking down the hall earlier and I noticed that one of the clocks said something like 12:30. I'm like, oh, I didn't start the vlog yet. Oh wait, we didn't reset the clocks on our thermostats. So I'm gonna have to do that. And actually I have to take some time, hopefully today, and change out this downstairs thermostat. This is the one that actually came with our new unit. We had to replace all of our heating and air about a year and a half ago. So both the units we got came with new thermostats, but Emerson sent me out a thermostat, a Wi-Fi programmable, super smart thermostat akin to some of the other smart learning thermostats. And unfortunately, I unboxed it before I left for London, and I've had it sitting here on my desk ever since. I just, you know, leaving the country and then coming back, I have not had time. I haven't had the motivation to take our heating and air system down for even 10 minutes to do it. So I've just got to jump in and do it. But for now, I think it's time for a little bit of food. Actually, no, I completely forgot what I was talking about earlier, and I wanted to make sure to talk about it. By the way, caffeine. Had an energy drink this morning, and for some reason, it's affecting me super hardcore. Yeah, I went to bed kind of late last night after working on the XDA video, and I don't know if maybe it's the way we changed the bed and moved things around. I don't know if it's the new comforter that we're using. I don't know if it's just that maybe where Christina and I switched sides of the bed, I'm on a harder side of the bed or something. Something changed. So I woke up at 8 o'clock this morning, pumped, refreshed, and ready to go, when normally it would be just, you know. So I mean, it's really had a thoroughly different impact on my day. We're gonna have to see how tonight turns out. We'll see if tomorrow if I feel just as good. But now I'm gonna eat some food. And actually, while I'm waiting for that to heat up, I was looking around in my office this morning and I've come to the realization that I'm a little overwhelmed. Another pair of Bluetooth headphones showed up this morning. It's a brand new Magneto earphones, Bluetooth headset from Empow. So I'm gonna have to do a review on those. But in addition to those Empow earphones, I've got this Caseco earphone beanie thing, which is wonderful. I've got another pair of the Osdom Bluetooth earbuds. I've shown you guys those in the past. Somebody on my main channel asked me to review the QY8 earbuds, and those showed up, and I've been working on that video a little bit. I've got a pair of the Soundpeats A1 Bluetooth earphones. I think there was another pair somewhere that I've overlooked. Probably, that's what I do. And then additionally, Osdom reached out to me again. I cannot even find them at the moment. My office is so disorganized because I've moved everything around. I reviewed a little while back the Osdom M08, I think. They're the on-ear headphones, Bluetooth. Apparently, as a result of some of my feedback and maybe some other people, they've made some significant changes to them, and they're now beautiful red and black color, and they wanted to send them out to me for review. So those are supposedly on the way as well. So I am completely overwhelmed by Bluetooth headphones. which means if you ever meet me somewhere and you ask me for a pair of Bluetooth headphones, I'm probably gonna give you a pair because I have a ridiculous number of them. I'm probably not gonna be shipping them to people, so I would not say ask me for them in the comment section or anything because it just takes money out of my pockets. I'm sorry, but I do, yeah. But if you do happen to run into me in an event or something and I have extras on me, I will definitely be handing them out to people because I don't have that many ears. Okay, that is absolutely awesome. I'm here, getting ready to do some steps on my treadmill because got to. However, I just got a message from a guy named Coolmaster121 who said, "Hey Jordan, you can give away more invites for the OnePlus 2. Here's the 3 that I have." So that is absolutely awesome. His name is Alex. Thank you so much for that, Alex. The people that are asking, I'll make sure to cycle these through, and I guess if anybody has any more, I'm sure the video I posted yesterday, there will probably be people over the next few weeks that will cycle through saying, "Hey, I want an invite," even though it's 3 weeks later. So if I do still have any invites and I see people commenting on the video, I'll try to make sure as many people as possible are, provided. So thanks again, Alex. So I'm taking just a couple of minutes over lunch here now that I've actually finished lunch, and I thought I would start working on the interview that I did with Wilkin from Honor for the XDA video, and actually just wanted to share a little bit of a trade secret. So as you can see here, I've got the video, I've got it in my timeline, and when I go through it, the audio I'm using from the camera, it's very loud. Think we're good? Yeah, I don't think it would work very well if I actually get down here to where we're talking. XDA TV, today we are here with Honor. So you may be able to hear that. There's just an awful lot of background noise. I had a microphone on top of the camera, and it's a good mic, but it wasn't really close enough to us. But what I can do, I used this in my hand here. I've got a dictaphone, a little microphone. So I've captured this audio separately, and what I can do is go ahead and drag it down in here, and that just put a huge long clip in the timeline. But what I had Wilkin do at the very beginning of our talk is I had him clap. And I actually had him clap multiple times. So as I walk in, he's clapping there. You saw him clapping there. But what I can do is go back to the waveform here. You guys probably already know this, but I thought I'd share it anyway. And I can just sort of drag this along. And you can see the waveforms kind of match up there. So let me zoom in a little farther, make it a little easier. Get it perfectly matched up. And there you go. There's one clap. 2 claps, 3, 4, and there we go. And then I can either mute or just delete out this top layer of audio. I'm just gonna mute it for a second. I think we're good. All right. Can you clap for me? 3 times. Perfect. And there you go. I've got it in sync, and that was taking this one out entirely. Now I can ungroup this one from its original clip, group the new one with it, and just completely replace the audio. And of course, it's been another day. Another giant box showed up. This one's from Target though. It's the exact same pattern that we ended up using on our bed, so we're gonna end up going back to Target sometime in the next few days to take those back. You know what? I'm kind of ashamed to admit it. It's only November 4th at this point. I was gonna attempt to do No Shave November, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. After the last time, right before I went to DroidCon, I was trying to grow a beard and I was doing well at it, but I'm starting to realize just how much white I have in my beard at this point. Not really a good look for me. Plus on top of that, I've got so many videos I need to make that I actually kind of need to look semi-presentable for. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go take care of that right now. Much, much, much better. Wow, that makes my day. I was having a pretty good day before, but now it's just a little bit better. All this OnePlus back and forth with you guys and with, just everything around has been great so far. Like I said, I've got several other codes I'm gonna be giving out over the course of the day, just as people ask for them. But one of you guys in the comments, and I'm gonna butcher this, but it's Levente Vig, said that he had a OnePlus X Invite, the new phone. If you haven't seen it yet, over on my channel, twill.tv, I did a video at the OnePlus X event where I got hands-on with it and I tried it out and talked about it. Well, the invite system is being used for that as well. Levente said he had an invite for it. I said, $250. Yeah, I'll be buying one of those. If for no other reason than to have the device in hand, to be able to talk about it. It's gonna get lots and lots of views. Yes, I will definitely do that. So he sent me along his invite, and unfortunately it is tied to his email address, so I cannot buy the device using that. However, through other means that I don't really need to go into because I don't want anybody bothering this person, I playfully asked the person about an invite and poof, it showed up. If you do know who I'm talking about, please don't bother this person. But basically, if you know somebody from OnePlus, there's a very good chance that they will be able to get you an invite. Now, unfortunately, I went ahead and used the invite. I've got it in the OnePlus system here. Expires in just under 21 days. So like 20 days, 19 hours, 20 days, 20 hours, something like that. But it also says North American sales of the OnePlus X will start on November 19th. So that is, yeah, that's a little over 2 weeks from now. So that invite is gonna sit there in my queue on the OnePlus site for the next 2 weeks. The good thing about that is it means I don't have to immediately go and spend 250 bucks plus shipping and maybe tax, I don't know. So I've got a couple of weeks and that's very nice. Bad thing is, of course, I'm not getting the OnePlus X in hand right now. And at the same time, I'm paying for a device to review a device. But I've never gotten a free OnePlus device, so I'm not really gonna go expecting one. Anyway, it was just a bit of a plus for me. It made me feel good. Oh. Hold on.
The dog is barking at me and I don't know why.
Yeah, that's what she does. I completely forgot. I actually did a little bit of a time lapse earlier, so I probably ought to go ahead and stop that now. Yeah, for whatever reason, I haven't really been in that frame of mind to do time lapses lately. But I looked out earlier before we left, and the clouds were just wow. You know, it was one of those I really wanted to go ahead and capture it just for the sake of it. Oh look, it's dark, so it's much later in the day. It's like after 10 p.m. at this point. Christina and Duncan, long gone to bed. Unfortunately, it's getting to that point where Christina's getting really uncomfortable pretty much all the time. You know, the baby's getting bigger. We've only got like, I don't know, 2 months left. So, you know, getting just big and uncomfortable all the time, and I feel really bad about that. Not a whole lot that can be done though, obviously. As far as what I'm up to at the moment, I've got so many videos that I need to do. I think I've been saying this, I think, for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up that video tonight, the nutsack bag. I just love their branding. I love that company. And really, honestly, that bag was just amazing to have in London. It was teeny tiny, so it just fit into my suitcase very easily. And then once I got it there, I jam-packed it full of stuff, kept it stuffed full of things the entire time I was there, and kept it on me pretty much the entire time, because it was just so much handier than having a bunch of crap stuffed into my pockets or wearing a big puffy coat stuffed full of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that video filmed, edited, and uploaded hopefully tonight. And of course get this video edited and uploaded as well. And I've already put up 2 videos on XDA today. One of them just went live. It's the one where I took this camera and walked around at DroidCon and just played with things. I just had so much fun. That's really the goal. That's what I want to do. If I could turn that into a career, that would be absolutely amazing. Just going to events and having fun, punching things, playing games, sitting here at home, making these kinds of videos, going out and making these kinds of videos. That would be amazing. But that's not ever going to be the case, unfortunately. Because one, and this is the big one here, the amount of money that you earn doing something like this, unless you have the massive following, it ain't going to work. And 2, potentially even much more important, is the insurance coverage. The job that I've got provides me a lot of time off, provides me a salary that means that we can live in this nice place, in this nice area. But on top of that, I have very good insurance coverage, so the family can be covered without having to pay a huge amount of money to do it. The company I work for used to provide entirely free insurance. Now, they provide some extra stipends and stuff. If you're a non-smoker, for instance, you get a monthly sort of a reimbursement toward your premiums. So really good stuff there that as a YouTuber, you don't get. I don't know. Maybe someday there'll be a company that comes along that wants me to make videos for them as a full-time gig. But for the time being, I'm doing it for fun, and there's tons of new tech products coming in as a result, and I absolutely do love that. But anyway, I'm going to dive right in head first and start making this video. I got to make it fun, too. Well, my plan didn't exactly go to plan, as it were. I was sitting here working on the video about the nutsack bag, as I mentioned earlier, and I got a message from my contact over at XDA. Basically said, you've given me 2 videos from DroidCon, weren't there supposed to be 3? Yeah, I was working on one of those. The last one is really just is an interview with Wendy, one of the organizers of DroidCon London. And the interview, the actual video of it was like 5.5 or almost 6 minutes. So I had it all pulled in there, and I pulled in some extra footage and stuff, and I was getting ready to edit it, but it's like, I sat there and watched through it, and I was like, I'm gonna have to cut this a lot. sitting here with you guys doing this vlogging thing, I leave in pretty much everything. I'll occasionally, like, if I have a dumb moment where I just stop talking, kind of like this, I'll cut the majority of that out. But in this case, I've got, one-on-one with this other person. This other person doesn't, I'm thinking that if I'm understanding correctly, her native language is not English. So there's a lot of language barrier there. So unfortunately, there were a lot of ums and a lot of ahs. And so I sat here just now for about a half an hour or more cutting this thing, just, razor cutting through it to take out as many of the ums and ahs as I could. And I took it from about 5.5 minutes down to 4 minutes. So that's a lot of ums and ahs, but it does flow a lot nicer now. I didn't even really cut out all that much of anything, just ums and ahs, and there were just a lot of them. I did manage to cover a lot of them up with still images of websites and stuff, as she was talking about, like one of the people that helped organize the event with her, one of the people that really motivated it. I flashed him up on the screen there while she was talking about the size of the event. I put up some B-roll of footage from the event. While she was talking about the number of people there, I did some time-lapse stuff of people walking quickly through the event, obviously. And realistically, I think the video is going to turn out pretty well. Not sure how it's going to do on the channel, but that's not really my business. Once I've put it together and submitted it, it's out of my hands. And wow, that came together surprisingly fast. The video for XDA, the interview with, I told you about this earlier, that's done. That's uploading at this point. And actually it was a relatively short video. And because it was a 30 frames per second video, I was using the camera from the event. It only did 1080p 30. So because of that, the video itself is only like 350 megabytes, which means it's 2/3 of the way uploaded already. So that's awesome. The nutsack video, finished that one. It's rendering right this very second. It's a 60 frames per second video, and actually, I broke out the DJI Osmo and I used it just a little bit. The footage is not terribly easy to work with. Did 1080p 60 with it, and it's pretty footage. But the strange thing is when you're trying to hold it over something, I think if you're moving along at a steady clip, it would be just fine. But trying to actually get really fine-grained movements over a small object, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a big learning curve, I think. So I'll have to keep working with it, of course. I'm not going to just give up. I'm definitely going to try it out. The next time I want to do a device review, I'm going to try using the Osmo for some portions of it, for some of the B-roll, because I think that would be really, really interesting. Taking it outside especially. Put the phone down somewhere and approach it with the Osmo, or go around it with the Osmo. I think there's some really cool things you could do with this little thing. Actually, one of the shots that MKBHD does all the time, where he holds the phone and he kind of spins his camera while he moves the phone, you could do that very, very easily with the Osmo, I think. Sort of just hold the phone up in front of the Osmo and turn as you're spinning it. Would probably work out really well and would be a very smooth, steady shot for a whole lot cheaper than buying a red weapon. Not that I fault him, it's a beautiful camera, just not something I ever want to touch. But you know what? It's been a great day, a great night, been very productive. Definitely got more videos I would like to shoot tonight, but it's already after midnight, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this video up. Going to upload the nutsack video hopefully tonight, upload this video tonight, and we will see you again tomorrow. Bye guys.